They told us if we want to make America great, then we have to learn to hate. Division is the power of the wealthy. They want to destroy us. They want to divide us. They want to keep us separated. But we're not allowing it, are we? No, we're not. Solidarity forever. This is our Lane Woke Hillbilly. If you like my content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's build this channel. So they want to convince us that it's not the billionaires, but it's migrants, it's transgender, it's people of color, it's the people who don't have religion or the people of another religion. Anything to distract you so you're divided, because they realize one important thing, that unions made America great, and unions are when people come together. Our country was founded on people coming together. 13 colonies came together to tell the King of England that we were done. We were done. We were tired of being taxed without representation and being taxed to death as the king got richer. And here in America today, we have to remember that that's what America is about. It's about the people. It's why it's called We the People, by the people. That's what our country is. Our country was founded under we the people. We have the power. Our Constitution starts out with we the people. We the people. We can make America great, but we have to come together and stand up. Because as long as we stay divided, and that's what they want, we have no power. They want to keep us distracted with all kinds of things. Why do you think that they're having all these events right now up in D.C.? Because they want to get you distracted. They want you to be distracted so you're not paying attention to the fact that you can't afford to put gas in your vehicle, that you can't put food on your table, and the fact that a whole bunch of people at the end of the year are losing their SNAP benefits, and that's food stamps for those who don't know. And at the beginning of next year, a bunch of people are going to lose Medicaid. That's people losing their insurance, and that's even children, by the way, losing their insurance. Yeah. We have to remember that the power belongs to us. We hire our politicians. You remember that. When we vote for them, you're hiring them. And you need to remember you're hiring them because you need to look over all of their information. You need to find out what you can about them before you vote for them. Absolutely you do. Because I'm telling you, we also have the power to fire them. And when they aren't working for we the people, they need to go. Because if all they're worried about is helping corporate interests and taking money from the billionaires so they can screw average working people over, we don't need them. We need to fire them. If you ran a company and the person was not doing things to make the company better, but was actually working to do things to make somebody else better with company money, you would fire them. So we need to fire these people. And it's November's coming. November. Yeah. It's election season, people. Yeah. Few months. So we need to get registered to vote and fire these people who aren't doing their jobs. Because, the billionaires want to keep us divided because they realize that numbers bring strength. And we the people have the power, but they have the money. So they want to just keep buying their way through until they got all the power and all of the privilege, and you don't have any left. Yeah, that's why they want to kill the Constitution. They don't like the Constitution. They don't like the Constitution because it gives we the people the power. They don't like that. So what they want to do is get rid of the Constitution. They want to keep you divided, keep you distracted. They want you to keep worrying about your neighbor, about the person bringing you chips and salsa at the Mexican restaurant. They want to keep you worried about somebody who may be here illegally trying to raise their family. They want to keep you worried about a transgender person or a gay person or a person of color or a person from another country, a person who was doesn't look or act or talk just like you, maybe of a different religion, maybe no religion at all. They want to do whatever they can to distract you from the fact that it's the billionaires that's screwing you. The billionaire class. As they keep getting richer and richer and richer, as they just buy more and more politicians, everybody's doing great except for average working people. And they're always pointing over here. Look at them. They're taking it. Look at them. They're taking your money. Look at them who's taking your money. But the fact is, it's the billionaires that's taking your money because Trump gave them a huge tax break in his first term, and now he's gave them another. He's a huge tax break in his second term, and now they want another one. Yeah, get ready for that after the election. Another huge tax break, that other $1 trillion for the billionaires, the Epstein class. Yeah, the people that need it because they all want to be trillionaires like Elon Musk. Yeah. Well, you can't put food on your table or gasoline in your car, but they don't care. They don't care. They never have. Most of these people's never known what it's like to dig in a couch cushion to find money to feed your family or put gas in a car. They don't know what that is. They don't understand it. They don't know what it's like to get a bill that's so high. You're thinking, oh my God, I can't pay this. I can't pay this electric bill because it's 95 degrees every day in July. I can't afford this. How am I going to keep my electric bill? How am I going to keep my electric on? How am I going to pay this electric bill in the wintertime when it's been below zero for 3 weeks and I get this $500 gas bill? I can't afford that. I can't afford to pay it. Are they going to cut my gas off this winter? They don't know what that's like. Most of them come from wealthy families, and the reason that they're politicians, it's not to be civil servants. It's to be corporate servants. You have to understand that. That's what they do. They want to serve the people who's going to pay them more money. And a lot of them already own businesses. They already are very rich, and they use their position to gain. What they do is they help pass policies. It helps their businesses make more profit by poisoning and polluting you. Think about it. We got places here in West Virginia. People can't drink the water coming out of their taps. Think about that. And I'm not talking about a couple of people lived up on a hillside. I'm talking whole communities. Big sections of whole counties have polluted water coming out of their taps. You think the state cares? No. Bought and paid for politicians don't give a damn about your water. No, they don't care because they're getting all their money from the corporations and we can't tax them to fix the problem, right? Even though it was corporate interests that caused the water problem to begin with. Years and years of mining raping this state, tearing it apart, and leaving people in communities being poisoned today over industries that left 20 or 30 or 40 years ago. And now that stuff's bubbling out of the ground. And the people in the state house just totally ignore it. When people bring up clean water, it's like, huh? What'd you say? Huh? Because they act like that doesn't happen. It can't be true. It can't be true. Because corporate interests don't want to pay for it. And they want another tax cut. So the state would have to raise money to fix the problem. Well, that means taxing the rich again, right? Well, it's only poor people over there that can't drink their water, and they don't care. But that's a fact. That's what happens here in the state of West Virginia. This kind of stuff happens all over the country. Pitiful. But like I said, we can fix these problems, people. You got to get registered. That's the main thing. We got to get registered. We got to check our registration quite often. Make sure we stay registered because they don't want us to vote because they realize we do have the power. That's why they keep trying to divide us. It always is. And me and you and everybody else comes together, think about this. Everybody watching this video needs to send it to somebody else. Somebody you think that needs to know that solidarity is important, that unions are important, because unions are a form of solidarity. They are an organization who at a company that tells them that we, the workers, have rights. We need to stand up together, work with the unions, work with organizations all across this country that are trying to bring this country together. Because, like I said, they want to divide us so they can conquer. This is our Lane the Woke Hillbilly. Stay woke, my friends.